When all the fish swim in the same direction, magic happens. Your team doesn't give a fuck about how much profit you make, I'm sorry. That's not a vision, that's just a metric. And what is the reason people left their job? Is they wanted their job to be meaningful. They didn't leave for money. Money was the justification they gave to exit. So how can we give your business, your team, meaning in what they do? That's what vision is all about. And there's three components of vision. It's why, what's the reason behind it? Where are we headed? Like the tangible goal, what are we trying to do? And then like, who do we want to be along the way? What are our values? What are our beliefs? What do we stand for as a business? You'll either have to pay them a stack of money and you'll have high staff turnover because they're just there for a job, or you can have a really clear vision and know why and get people on board that are engaged and motivated and want to be a part of it. Who wants to share one of their vision, part of their vision or what they come up with? Thanks for volunteering, Corey. You smiled at me. What else does that mean?
For me is to branch out and have multi-dealerships and try and drop back 1 day a week. So try and go 5 days a week instead of working 6.
Amazing. 5 days a week. How many dealerships?
And go to 3.
3 motorbike dealerships and only working 5 days a week instead of 6. That sounds pretty awesome. I like that. I love that. When I first started working with him, I had a one-on-one conversation and he said, mate, I'm living my dream life. I get to surf, I do this, and I'm in a job I love. And, you know, I said, well, what do you want to achieve? He said, I don't have any goals. I've got none. I don't have a vision. I'm just cruising. And he said to me last night, he said, that's where he was at. He said, for the first time, I've got things I'm working towards. I've got goals. I've got a vision for the team. If we want to trust our team, there's a couple of key bits. So capability. We've got to trust they have the skills or they're actually capable to do it. The second part is consistency. I know what I'm going to get. They're reliable. I know the outcome. It's going to be consistent. And the last piece is vulnerability. That's humility. Am I open to admit my mistakes? Can I connect with you? That's the human element of trust. About building connection. When shit goes pear-shaped, my team can trust me to keep my head together. That's your job as a leader, is to provide that for your team. So consistency. I learnt the skill by accident, by being around people and spending long periods with people, and I built trust. Those guys I still deeply trust, even though I don't work with them anymore. They've gone on to, every single person I mentored in that leadership team has gone on to start their own business or become a manager in someone else's. Henry Ford used to spend the first hour of every day and go and talk to everyone in the Ford factory, and he knew everybody's name, first name, and their families and their kids' first name, and he would go around and talk to them every day. And that was his most important hour of the day, because I got some feedback that I'm never around. I'm like, fuck, I work 11 hours a day. What do you mean I'm never around? I'm in this office all the time. But I was in my office behind the computer. No one saw me. I read that and I copied it. So I got out, I got the quote from Henry Ford, and I was like, fuck, I'm going to do that. I'd go make a coffee and wander around and chat to everyone in the workshop for an hour, 45 minutes, and then I'd go start my day. And everyone's like, oh, you're here so much more. I was actually there less. I cut my work hours to 9.5, but because I was more present, more connected, people felt like I was around more. We've got some cards we're going to hand out. Each table's going to get a deck. So it's about building connection with new people, not our existing team. Because high-performing teams trust each other. How much time do you spend getting to know your team on a deeper level rather than just surface level stuff? Cried like a fucking 6-year-old boy who's lost his toys, because for the first time in my life I felt helpless, and I fucking didn't like it, and I still don't like it. But it was afterwards, I was like, fuck, that felt good. But when we have a conversation like that, and I'm like, fuck, now I know something about that guy that he's had to deal with. Now I understand a bit more about how that table thinks and how they operate and their relationship with their kids. Yeah? We build a deeper level of trust, and it's that will change people's lives. How do we lead like a CEO? Just because we've only got 6 people in our team, it doesn't mean we can't lead like a CEO. CEOs are very intentional with their time. They spend their time doing the things that move the needle the most. And if I looked at your diary and your calendar, I could tell you what you prioritize. If he's spending time on the tools, that's the wrong priority. You know, mine's empowering business to unlock human potential for a brighter future. That's like version 7, because I was like, that's not right. It doesn't sound right. It's not very good. I don't like it. So I'll sit down and change it. The essence behind it hasn't changed.
I want to make a difference in people's lives, but the words I used to describe it got better.
If we know what our team wants and create an environment where we meet their needs, they don't want to leave.
The size of your vision doesn't matter. It's the fact that you've got a vision that's shared with your people that's about something more than money.